Kentucky Derby winner, check. Preakness winner, check. Belmont winner, check. And on the top of that, we got Forte. This is the Travers Stakes, and we're doing a full field rundown.
Today's video is brought to you by Assiniboia Downs Gaming and Event Center. Be sure to tune into this channel live Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern for Monday Night Lights, hosted by Trust the Profits.
Yeah, Trust the Profits, full field rundown here with the formula. And yeah, what are we going to be talking about here? We're going to be talking about the Travers Stakes. Let's bring that up. Yep, there it is. Travers Stakes 2023. It's a doozy. Like I said, we've got each of the jewels of the Triple Crown running in this one. And we got Forte and a whole host of other horses. It's going to be Saturday, August 26th at Saratoga. It's a G1. You better believe it. 10 furlongs. That is a mile and a quarter on dirt. Let's get moving, shall we? Tapit Trice. Let's throw Tapit Trice in there. There's a following of Tapit Trice, been diminishing a little bit since, hasn't had exactly the greatest of showing in some of the most recent races, especially the Haskell the last time out. 8+ lengths behind Go Rocket Ride in that one. Didn't show his usual kick down the stretch. We know that Tapit Trice has issues getting out of the gate. What we know about him, though, is that he does kick at the end, start to pass those horses. A deep closer, as they say, but we didn't see it happen at the Haskell Stakes. At the Belmont, he ran third, 1.5 lengths behind Arcangelo. He was nose to nose with Forte in that one. Deep race there, 1.5 miles. Showed he had the distance, showed he had the kick there. Started 18th at the Kentucky Derby, finished 7th overall, 9.25 lengths behind in that one. Obviously didn't finish where he wanted to, but it is the Derby, so there's only going to be one winner in that race. Am I right? Winner of the Bluegrass, beating Verifying by a neck. Winner of the Kentucky Derby, nice try. The Tampa Bay Derby, a few too many of these maybe by now. No, it's only my first one. Stop it. Winner of the Tampa Bay Derby by 2 lengths over Classic Car Wash. So, Tapit Trice, we're starting to see getting into the heavier races, deeper races, more talented races. Is he going to show something in this one? Is he going to get out of the gate clean like we've been talking about for like 6 races now? Is he finally going to get out of the gate clean? Is he going to show us that kick at the end and really show El Hombre what he's been praying for this whole time? Tapit Trice, he's entered into the race. Mage, winner of the Kentucky Derby, but let's slow down right there. I'll get there eventually. Second in the Haskell, just 2 lengths off of Go Rocket Ride in that one. Third place finish at the Preakness, turning around 3 weeks after the Kentucky Derby, 2.25 lengths behind National Treasure, who happened to wire the race, and Blazing Sevens. Not the hottest Preakness that we've seen. Mage, obviously, probably a little bit tired after 3 weeks. 3 weeks after the Derby on that one. He was your Derby winner. He came from 9 lengths back at the 3/4 mile mark to beat Two Fills by 1 length. Also throw Angel of Empire in there if you must. But first, he beat Two Fills.
Phil?
And Angel of Empire after that. It's nice to get a drop in every once in a while. Mage, can you discount him after the second place finish at the Haskell, third place at the Preakness? I don't think so. I think there's something to be said for Mage here. I think we might see a little bit more of Mage coming up here. I might tip in my hand a little early. Maybe. We shall see. Moving on to Forte. Forte, just what a fighter. 7 wins in 9 races. Last time out at the Jim Dandy. Bumping Angel of Empire. Let me do it. Some people called that just classic racing. Some people said Angel's boxing him in. It was a bump nonetheless. I think it impacted Angel of Empire. That's me. Nonetheless, he won the race. He had a pretty strong finish there to overtake Saudi Crown. Second place finish at Belmont, coming 6.5 back at the 1.25 mile mark. Deep close. He was closing in on Arcangelo, but Arcangelo had plenty of distance to win that race. A solid win for Arcangelo, not taking anything away from the horse there. Forte obviously missed the Kentucky Derby. We all know that. Won the Florida Derby, beating Mage by 1 length, going 9 furlongs in that one. Winner of the Fountain of Youth, winner of the BC Juvenile. I mean, how many other horses has this horse beat? I'm looking for it right now. Loggins. Every time I bring up Forte, we got to bring up Loggins. Yeah, Forte's in this one. What you going to do? Forte, 7 wins, 9 races. Moving on. Arcangelo, 3 wins and 5 races for Arcangelo. Biggest win over Forte by 1.5 lengths in the Belmont. I mean, that's huge right there. Belmont going the deep distance there. Winner of the Peter Pan Stakes, beating Bishop's Bay by a head. Previous to that, broke his main at Gulfstream. None of that matters, though. That Belmont win is what matters. It was a strong win. He went the distance. Arcangelo showed us a ton in that race. And he's back for more here. So, like I said, we've got all the big winners in this one. Am I missing one? National Treasure. There we go. Only 2 wins in 7 races for National Treasure. Last time out, sixth place finish at Belmont, falling back 8 lengths behind Arcangelo. He was setting the pace in that one, setting a blistering pace. I don't know if anyone told him that it's a mile and a half. I think he thought he was going maybe like 8.5 furlongs in that race. Either way, National Treasure got pounded after that lightning pace, but he was the winner of the Preakness. Say what you will about the Preakness, say what you will about beating Blazing Sevens and a tired Mage. He did win the Preakness. That's on National Treasure. He went gate to wire in that race, so there you have it. Fourth place at Santa Anita Derby. Now you're starting to see why I was negative on National Treasure before. Third place in the Sham Stakes. We're talking about some pretty slim races here, too. Third place at the BC Juvenile behind Cave Rock and Forte. And one more time, who did Forte beat? Yeah, previous to that, Forte did beat Loggins. National Treasure could be your pace setter here. We talked about it before at Preakness. Who's going to be the pace setter? It was National Treasure. Looking for a pace setter here, and it could be National Treasure again, but there could be a couple wild cards out there as well. Disarm, not going to be Disarm. Disarm is fourth place at the Jim Dandy, settling in at fifth place for a while. Not really improving much there. It was a small race in terms of field size. 7 lengths behind Forte in the end of that one. Winner of the Met win. Say okay, not bad. Beating Verifine by half a length there, just off the pace set by Bo Cruz and Verifine. Came from behind to win that one. Bit of a closer there. Impressive fourth place finish at the Kentucky Derby, I must say, where he sat 8 to 9 lengths off the pace for most of the race, closing. He was a bit of a tier or two back, finishing fourth, but fourth nonetheless. A 4.5 lengths behind Mage in that one. Two fills, Angel Vampire. Not going to hit the Angel button. Don't worry. You've seen the last of that one for today. Third at the Lexington. Yeah, so this one, used to seeing that horse sit 4 lengths off the pace and then finish with a close. We got a few of those in this race, Forte being the big one. So I'm going to cross Disarm off my list for now. Scotland, 3 wins in 4 races. Here's our wild card. Winner of the Curlin Stakes, going 9 furlongs there. Not up to the 10 furlongs we're seeing here, but he had plenty of it. Beating Il Miracolo and Blazing Sevens by 3+ lengths in that one. So pretty impressive victory for him there. If you like your Il Miracolo or Blazing Sevens obviously second place finish at Preakness. Take what you will out of that. Il Miracolo, is in a few of those Derby prep races and really not doing a whole lot of much there. Did win an allowance race going 1 mile, 127K allowance race, beating Cagliostro. Cagliostro. I can't pronounce that. Just 4 races. He's done it a number of different ways. Went gate to wire in the Curlin Stakes, charged from behind in the allowance race at Churchill Downs. What are we going to see from Scotland here? Is he going to challenge that pace? Is he going to get up on it? Is he going to set the pace? Is he going to push National Treasure? Whew. What do we got here? I think that's our last horse. So, in summary, the safe play here for me is Arcangelo. A little bit of a shocker here. I don't have Forte at the top here. I am going to go with Arcangelo and Mage over Forte. I think the value play here might be Mage. I put him as value because he's 4-1. I do like Mage here. I think it's a strong play. I think he's back on the upswing. He's had some time to rest. No Go Rocket Ride in this one. That's fair. Arcangelo, though, impressed by what he was able to do at Belmont. Impressed by him beating Forte in that race, going in at 5-2. there's a little bit of value there, and people might jump on Forte. Forte, though, I mean, he just doesn't finish outside of the money. He rarely loses. So if I'm going to set a key, I will set Forte as my key here because I think there's a good chance that he's going to finish in the money, a better chance than anyone else. Even though I'm picking Arcangelo to win and Mage is my value play, if I'm going to set that key, I've got Mage Arcangelo. I'm going to put Scotland in there. Scotland, I kind of like you. Um, I'm looking Scotland's way. Yes, 3 wins in 4 races, impressive. Curlin Stakes, not a graded stakes race. I understand that, but he beat a couple horses that have been in some graded stakes races, and he's a little bit on the upswing. He could be a little bit of a surprise here for a couple people. I think 12 to 1. You got to put something in a box here for a 7 horse race. It's 12 to 1 if you want to get any value out of it. And I think Scotland is a better choice than Disarm here. So that's what I got. What do you guys have? Uh, you know the drill. You know the drill. Give us a like. Um, hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think. Who's your horse here? Is it Forte? Is it one of the other horses? You think National Treasure, the Baffert horse, is going to be able to pull this off? Let us know what you think. Give us a thumbs up. Memberships, hit those up too, and see ya.